Hello and welcome to I Am Geek. This is episode 276. I'm your host Ryan, joined by my brother Chris and our good pal Catron.
Heyo!
We are finally back. The summer's been crazy, but we're back here.
Yes.
On I Am Geek.
Ooh.
We're all in town together. We're not in the same town.
No,
yeah, not really.
We're all in
our
town.
Own towns
at the same time.
Yeah, starting off the podcast with a lie. That's what we're doing here.
That's what we do every week.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the part of the theme of the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Of this episode.
Of this episode.
Yeah.
Of the whole show. It's all been a lie.
It's all
everything's a lie.
We're
It's
actually
all a lie.
created by AI. We're not real.
Not real at all.
That's pretty crappy AI, I guess.
Yeah. We just, our maker just typed in geek podcast, don't make any sense. And then those are the keywords. And this is what AI created.
Yes.
Yeah, seems about right.
Yep. All right. So today, well, I guess technically, well, early today, 2 a.m., I guess our time, Secret Invasion came out on Disney Plus. So we have a new Marvel show finally on Disney Plus.
It came out yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yesterday at 2 a.m.
On
That's what I meant.
Wednesday.
I meant to say yesterday at 2 a.m. is what I meant to say.
Yes.
It's been
work on
I
the
didn't,
algorithm for the AI.
It's
It's not getting the dates right.
I didn't watch it till today, so that's why.
For you, it came out at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me. I watched
Today.
part of it last night in the middle of the night, and the rest of it today.
Excellent.
So,
Yeah, I'm following this. Let's go.
yeah. Sorry. It's been one of those weeks. It's been
Yes.
one of those weeks, but I'm glad to be back. I'm glad there's a new Marvel show, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a big but here.
Everyone I know has a big butt. That's
No,
a Pee Wee
nothing.
Big
And
Adventure quote, by the way.
And it's not
all about that bass, though.
it's not bootylicious.
Oh.
Oh.
I liked it. I guess we're gonna do spoilers.
Oh, well, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Sure.
So if you don't want to listen,
If you don't
There
want
will
to be
be spoilers.
spoiled,
Yeah.
maybe phrase that a different way. If you
you don't want to
listen,
spoil, come back later. Or fast forward till after this part.
Because you'll know.
You'll know.
Spoil
There'll be a
something else.
beep. Just wait for the beep. Just keep fast forwarding until you hear a beep.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
No. Beep. Okay, so I've been looking forward to this show
Mm.
to see Samuel L. Jackson back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm beginning to think I should have waited, and there's 6 episodes, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm beginning to think I should have waited till all 6 episodes came out and watched them back to back. Because I thought the episode was okay. I didn't like some of the directions they went in the first episode, but again, that could play out different in the other 5 episodes. But I left the episode going, ugh.
So you're saying you loved it?
He might love it later.
I might
love it
is what
later.
he means.
I might love
Might
it later.
Might
Yeah.
love it later. Okay.
I think there was a
Well-
lot of not shock and awe, but like, we got you. Like they started it with one and they ended it with one. And I don't know if I liked it because it's 2 characters that I like in the show.
Yeah.
Or in the MCU. So I'm like,
Mhm.
first off, so we got at the beginning of the episode, we're seen with a familiar face in
Ross,
yes, I'm trying to remember the actor's name.
the Hobbit.
Yeah. And we find out Martin Freeman that spoiler that he's a Skrull. So has he been a Skrull the whole time, or is the other Martin Freeman out there somewhere? Not Martin Freeman. But
Well,
Ross.
so jumping a
confused.
little bit ahead into the episode,
yeah.
we see that in order for them to impersonate these people, like pass them off like perfectly,
Yeah.
they put the actual person in a pod, in a suspended animation pod. and they take their memories, and those people are kept alive in that pod in case like another Skrull needs to use it or whatever. So even though the Ross Skrull did a bad jump and didn't make it all the way across and splatted like spaghetti. He banged hard, and then there was a very like almost sticky thud when he hit. Even though he died, the actual Ross is still out there. And yes, now it is like, when did he replace him?
Yes,
that's a big question that we won't find out until they release him from the pod.
So let me ask you this then. Well, first off, I'll ask you this, and then we'll go back and we can talk about what this is all about, what the show's all about. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you said they have to be in a pod, whatever, to get their memories. Mm-hmm. But if you go back in time in the MCU, where we find out that at one point, I told you I'm tired. Samuel Jackson's character, wow, was a Skrull, but he wasn't in a pod.
Well, no, they don't have to be in the pod. Like they but like they don't have to be kept in the pod.
Oh, okay.
But it's like a Vulcan Fury. Mind meld or whatever.
Yeah.
That like they get the memories, they got them, they're good.
Okay.
They keep these people in pods because they don't want them out there like, hey, there's two of them. Or if one of them doesn't die, if the Skrull that's out there dies or can't do it anymore, they still have the original that they can sync up with another Skrull.
All right, so let's jump back in time. Marty, we got to go back.
Doc, what are you talking about?
Okay, first off, the Skrulls in the MCU are different than the Skrulls in the comic books, correct?
Yeah, in the comics, they're basically all evil.
Okay, that's what I thought.
In the MCU, there's like two factions,
and there's an alien race. They're from a planet. Skrull, I don't know what they're
Skrullos, I think is what they
Skrullos, yeah. Okay, so we found out in Captain Marvel way back when, whatever year
in the
that
90s.
Came out. Well, I mean, whatever year that came out for us to watch it. But yes, in the 90s. That's when they came to Earth originally?
Yes.
Because their planet was destroyed by
the Kree.
The Kree.
Yes.
But from a war, it was destroyed through the war. And they were like, basically, they were kind of just lost out in space, just trying to find somewhere to live and thrive and survive. And the Nick Fury, Captain Marvel, Shield, kind of basically like, hey, stay here while we find you a home planet.
Yeah,
we can put you on.
So then the basis of this show is those Skrulls' children are now whiny teenagers that don't care about the citizens of Earth and want to destroy them and make Earth their new home because they're whiny teenagers.
Yeah. I mean, with a lot of terrorist groups or whatever, there's tends to be like a leader that's off his rocker and
it just
kind of leads the others in a cult type following to do what they want, and that's kind of it. They don't think much of humans. They are tired of living in secret. They basically just want to take over the world and live their life how they want to live it.
So the humans didn't do anything to them. Some of the lead humans, like Fury, said, hey, you stay here. You can live here. And they're like, but Mommy, Daddy, I want my own planet. And I'm going to go a temper tantrum until I get it. And then they run off and they say, let's get bombs and let's blow stuff up.
If you want to sum it up like that.
Well, pretty much that's it, right? Because it's the children of the original Skrulls that came. and now they're whiny because they're not getting what they want.
It's adults and children. It's a mixture. It's not just the children, but yeah.
Most of them were younger. The people on the terrorist groups were all younger, right?
There were
because it was like 30...
It's hard to tell Skrull age.
Yeah, most of them looked younger, like they were the second generation.
Only good ones that we know of are Talos and his wife, who's now dead.
Yeah,
those are the only ones that we know.
And those are from the first generation.
Yeah, and so like, I would think some of the first generation are still there, and they're on the bad side now too.
Yeah, we'll see. Because I mean, no, I'm fine.
Just,
I'm fine with it being the second generation because
it's just like you can compare it to like Zod, General Zod, Kryptonians. They could live peacefully on Earth or whatever, but they're like, no, humans are stupid. We're just going to terraform the whole Earth and make it new Krypton. Yeah. So it's basically kind of the same thing.
Yeah, but I'm fine with it being the second generation. To me, it makes more sense as the second generation because it shows how whiny and I want my way people second generation could be in a situation like this, because most of the people, because the leader looks like he's from the second generation.
Yeah, he would be. Yeah.
So, and then they have, and basically the other people that are Skrulls that are there with them are all kids, which are probably some of their kids that age. So
yeah, there's several generations now.
Yeah, and so the first generation, I think from what I can see, they tried to make it work. And then their children got greedy.
Yeah, they tried to hold out on the promise that like a planet would be found from them, and it wasn't happening. So they're like, "Well, we're just going to do it ourselves. So we're just going to take this."
Yeah. So, what did you guys think of the first episode?
I liked it. I thought it was fun. It's got that cool kind of spy feel.
Oh yeah, it does.
Hasn't been seen in a while. I liked the beginning.
I didn't dislike it. I just like that character.
Didn't say you didn't. Well, I like the character, but I also like that, and I think they had to use someone like that to kind of establish like anybody could be a Skrull.
Yeah,
this is a character that's been around that you like. He's been in Black Panther. You like the character, but hey, oops, he's a Skrull. So I think. They're trying to really set that up to set the expectation like, yeah,
anybody.
We're not going to figure this out. Anybody, anytime could be a Skrull.
I felt like it was kind of obvious though that he was going to be a Skrull though from the beginning of the episode. It's like, oh, this guy's a Skrull.
Yeah. I mean, how they kind of set it up would be, but then when the chase started happening, it kind of threw me off a little bit. Like, wait, well, which side is he on? Skrull,
right? Which Skrull is?
Which Skrull is he?
Yeah,
yeah. So I still don't understand. Which I know it's just you go with the plots, but in this MCU universe, every time there's like something that's like, this is going to destroy the world, they never call anybody. They never say, "Hey, we've got all these superheroes around. We should get some of them here." It's always like, we'll handle it ourselves.
They're too busy.
They're not too busy. All of them? No.
If you kind of look at it, though, depending on when this is in the timeline, I mean...
It's after Quantumanium.
Yeah. Supposedly he wouldn't really know Spider-Man anymore. Thor's off in space. Hulk is actually off in space again. He doesn't really know She-Hulk. So he can't really trust her.
Well, she got canceled.
She got canceled. Captain Marvel, of course, is always in space.
What about Doctor Strange and all those people?
Doctor Strange got taken at the end of Doctor Strange. He went off with what's her face, Clea, into the multiverse to help fix problems.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Iron Man. There's no Captain America. I mean, there's Sam, but like he apparently is going to be dealing with something. And I mean, it seems like he eventually brings in Rhodey at some
for
point.
one episode.
But more than one episode because he was in this one, so he'll be in more.
Oh well, IMDb.
You can't trust IMDb. You can't trust IMDb.
I know. Well, here's my thing. But in the trailer, he clearly says, "Why don't you?" Or somebody says, "Why don't you get your Avengers friends or whatever?" And he goes, "We've got to do this on our. I've got to do this on my own." And
I mean, to that, I would say like, well, he doesn't really know who to trust. Like anybody could have been replaced.
Yeah,
well, you'll probably see that coming up, and I feel like that's gonna really like
I guess it's just like they knew all these bombs were gonna happen, and it's like me and Maria are gonna stop all these bombs from happening.
And it kind of plays into Nick Fury's kind of like spy mentality.
I guess.
As well. He's used to like being a one man.
He needs to learn
soldier
from his lessons. He needs to learn from the past and get help.
But you just don't know who you could trust, though. I don't know. I can see why they're doing this. I mean, besides money, I can see why they're doing this.
It's money. It's money.
Gotta have something out there.
Yeah. Okay. So, there. I mean, there was a lot of talking in this episode, setting stuff up, which that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then
made for good sleeping. Because that's what I did. Unfortunately, I slept through half of it. I did watch the first and parts of the middle and the parts of the end. So
what you saw, did you enjoy it?
I think so.
See, that's an interesting thing. I think I like it.
It's hard to say after one episode, really. I think the only show that recently has come out. I mean, this isn't even recently, but like the first episode of Mandalorian, I was like, yes, But most of these Marvel shows, it's like, let's see.
That is true about a lot of these Marvel shows. It's like if you watched it back to back to back, like it's good, but week to week, you're like, we'll see what happens. We'll see if it gets better, or we'll see if they do something, or if there's a boat episode.
I feel like there might be in this, but I don't. You never know, because it's a tight 6 episodes.
So was Captain America, wasn't it?
No, it's a little bit longer.
Oh,
but,
so yeah, I mean, I liked it. I always like seeing Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
And I like Ben Middleton.
Mm-hmm.
And Kobe Smulders.
Kobe Smulders, yeah, she's great.
Until big spoiler, she gets shot in the end by a teenager leader that
at least somebody that looks like her.
Yeah.
You think it's her?
I don't think it's her.
The only reason I think it might be her, real quick, is that in the credits it said guest appearance by Kobe Smulders or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, maybe that was just one episode.
Well, here's my reasoning. I guess. Well, I think that was a Skrull. So it seems like to me the Skrulls kind of knew Nick Fury's playbook coming in here. They're like, he knew he came to Earth. They knew what was going on. So to me, it's like, oh, they got an inside man. And really, he kept it close. It was just her and Talos. So I'm thinking, well, it's probably her then. And the reasoning for me why he shot her was to throw Nick Fury off his game even more.
Okay.
Because that would be his one person that he could trust throughout this whole thing, that he would think you take her out and that really throws him off. He doesn't know who to go to anymore, doesn't know what to do. So it really messes with him.
So
now the camera stays on her a long time.
I know, that's what I was going to say.
She's fine. But I think they did that on purpose because they already showed it that if the Skrull dies, they turn. Yeah. But she got shot in the gut, and that can take a little bit for a person to die. And
not anything. Yeah.
And they stayed on that just enough to go, oh, well, then it's definitely her. She's not changing. And then they cut away. And Nick Fury and Talos ran away like way before that. So they wouldn't have seen her turn when she did turn. So that's why I think, and the guest appearance I think is another like, oh yeah, well she's just in it here. That doesn't mean she won't guest on another episode further along, and that would also play into the fact further along if he does find her in a pod or whatever and gets her out. In his head's like, wait a minute, is this the actual her now, or is this still another Skrull?
And then he shoots her in the head, and he's like, "Oh, it's actually her."
Darn.
Oops. The end. But I mean, and also like, it just seems like a mediocre way for Maria Hill to go out.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
I feel like she would go out in a blaze of glory rather than like, oh hey Nick, boom, oh man, I got shot. I'm gonna lay down. And she tried to say something when she was dying. So I feel like that was like, oh, he betrayed me, blah, blah, blah. I'm a Skrull. I'm dying.
Don't forget to get your dry cleaning.
So like I feel like that was a bait and switch. Like,
yeah, it leaves a lot for interpretation, and they obviously did it on purpose.
And then Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Clarke,
Emilia,
Mother of Dragons.
She is the whiny teenage daughter. You thought she might have been, she might have come back to her father, but no. She was just messing with him.
We don't know that either.
Yeah,
she could have been played. She could have been played.
I don't know.
She could have been played because Maria Hill could have been the spy, knowing what was going on.
Maybe, but so you're saying that she didn't
played her.
She didn't realize the backpacks she was carrying were empty.
Yeah, like she didn't check them. She just marked them. They could have done a switch on her.
Maybe they done a switch on her, but I don't know. I think she played him. Maybe not.
I don't know. I think that's another thing. It's gonna play into their like, I don't know. We can't trust her now, but really you can because they messed with her.
I should have looked more closely at the water bill. Not the callback from another episode. For those that don't know, that's from WandaVision. Okay, so one episode in, it's got potential. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping they don't just use the show to kill off a lot of beloved characters so they can just move on to the new.
I don't think so. And
Avengers.
And I mean, it could also, I don't know who all is dead right now in the Avenger universe. It could also bring people back.
That's
true.
If
someone has supposedly been dead for a while, they could be up in a tube somewhere.
That would be smart to bring some older people back because
that's what happened in the comics. There were characters that people thought were dead for a while, and it was actually no, they're not dead. They're just been
because I mean, I'm not trying to be negative, but a lot of the newer characters hit or miss. I miss the original ones. Like, I don't think we're gonna get Iron Man back, but Tony Stark or.
That would be crazy, though, wouldn't it? If that happened,
it would be.
That would just the internet would blow up if suddenly it was just like, oh yeah, the one that died was a Skrull. He just got too into his character.
Yeah, that'd be a stretch.
But if he was a first generation Skrull that was trying to save everybody, he was a good guy. It could happen, but it won't.
Nuts. That'd be nuts.
It'd be nuts.
That won't happen, but it'd be nuts. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Did they use that line in The Flash? I haven't seen The Flash yet.
Yes.
Oh, maybe one day I'll see it.
It's good. I liked it. It's good.
Oh, so now we're moving on to The Flash.
Well, before we do, so got a little list here.
Oh, okay.
Of characters that we've seen so far.
Yes.
And I want to keep track of who we think is a Skrull and who we think is a human.
Okay.
So I've got the list. And I'll mark everybody's name down on who they think a Skrull is. I just want to see. I just want to see how this goes week to week. We can change it.
Gotcha.
Each week, as long as nothing's been revealed.
I think we'll leave it.
We can leave it. We can leave it. But so I'll start off with this one. Fury. Who thinks Fury is a Skrull?
No, I don't think. He used to be, but we know who his Skrull version is.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's not a Skrull.
Not a Skrull. Okay, Catron, you don't think he's a Skrull?
Nick Fury.
No, just say no.
I don't think so, but I guess I must have dreamed it because I thought there were two at one point in this episode.
There were two.
There was.
The villain turned into a Skrull and shot Maria.
Okay, so there's the possibility of him being one, but
the main one that we're following, Nick Fury.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Ben Middleton, is he a Skrull?
Well, yeah, we're not going to go over the Skrulls.
I'm just kidding.
Maria Hill. Did I convince you with my theory?
I hope she's. I'm just saying. I hope she's a Skrull.
So
I hope the next episode. I'm hoping the next episode opens up with her body just like. Bloop.
So am I putting you down? As
sure, she's a Skrull. Yeah, why not?
All right. Catron.
Sorry, who are we talking about? I was distracted.
Kobe Smallwood.
Maria Hill.
Oh,
Maria
okay. I'm gonna say yes. She's a Skrull.
Thinks she was a Skrull. Okay.
I mean that one that we saw.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. It's the characters that we're seeing that we're following. So we saw the MI6 agent that Nick Fury met with.
Sonya
Fallsworth.
The only reason I don't think she's a Skrull is because he bugged her and she was talking with somebody else. Like, I think if she was a Skrull, she would have Skrulls around her and her close people, and she would be saying, well, this is what we're going to do, blah, blah, blah. And she was like keeping up, unless she knew that she was bugged.
Yeah, could know.
Yeah, I don't think she's one.
Don't think she's one. All right, Catron.
I think she's not going to be a good person, but I don't think she's.
I don't think so either. I don't think she's going to be one. No. Okay. Next, we briefly saw Rhodey, the War Machine. What do you think about him?
Must have missed that part.
It was very brief.
When I was sleeping.
It was very brief.
Very brief.
You must have blanked out for the minute that he was there.
Yeah.
And came back.
No.
I don't think he is, but I want him to be. Because here's why. Because I think it would make sense for that character. If that makes sense.
So am I putting you down as a
I don't know.
Rhodey Skrull?
Here's the thing. You never know with these.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe
things.
each week we can like update our guesses because we saw Rhodey for like a minute.
Yeah.
So as long as they're not revealed in that episode.
I want him to be because then we could possibly get the real one back that's not injured. Does that make sense? Like this is the one that was. He's been a Skrull for a long time. And that would be a reason why when he was injured, he didn't die because he was a Skrull and he was just physically injured.
So that's kind of my theory on it. I feel like, he's been a Skrull for a long while.
Yeah.
He was the one that was injured. Because my theory on that is we got Armor Wars coming up. And the whole basis of Armor Wars is Rhodey going out there and trying to get the Stark Tech back under control.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, why isn't he doing that now? Because obviously Stark Tech is out there and it's being used by a lot of people. But he's not doing that right now.
Yeah.
So suddenly he's just like, oh, I'm just going to go get Tony's stuff all of a sudden. Like, no. Like, I'm thinking he's been a Skrull. He's going to be revealed. The real Rhodey's going to come back. And that's when it's going to start off Armor Wars.
Yeah. Because it's been so long since we saw him crash or whatever. Wasn't it like a crash like, oh yeah, he should die. He should be dead. But he was like, oh, he's not dead. He just can't walk anymore.
Yeah. I mean, his spine got shattered, but yeah.
Yeah. But I'm saying like a Skrull can take on more damage, right?
I guess yeah, it seems like it, but I mean, that one fell from a building and died. So
Well, he hit just right. Hit on his head or something.
okay, yeah.
It's like what's the monster you have to shoot in the head? Oh, zombie. It's like a zombie.
Yeah, like a zombie. Oh, okay, yeah, Skrulls are like zombies.
Yeah, you have to shoot him in the head for them to die. They have to injure the brain.
Okay. Catron, what do you think? Rhodey, Skrull or not?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Controversy.
Okay, two more here. Two more.
I've got more than two.
You missed this character too, Catron, if you miss Rhodey. President Ritson, the president. Rhodey was talking to the president.
Yes. I believe he is a Skrull.
I think he's a Skrull. Okay.
Is he like somebody that is he like a well-known person, or is he just like I'm the president?
I think he's just the president. I think he's going to be a Skrull.
Yeah. If he's the president, he's going to be a Skrull.
Probably. He goes all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. And lastly, you won't remember this character probably. He was briefly seen. He'll be in other episodes, but we saw him this one, so I put him down. Derek.
Derek.
You have no clue who Derek is.
Who was he?
So when they're watching the video feed of the MI6 agent talking to another person, like in the hologram on the table,
yeah,
the person she's talking to is Derek. One of her agents, basically.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if she had a close agent with her, then he would probably be a Skrull too. So they would talk about openly what's going on, and they didn't. So, but he could be.
No.
No,
I say no.
Derek may be one. I don't know.
I'm going with Skrull based on who is playing him.
Oh, Tony Curran.
That guy. He plays a villain in everything that he is in.
He's a
true.
So I'm just like, I'm going to go with Skrull just based on the actor.
What about young Russian girl? She's a Skrull, right?
Yeah, she's a Skrull. So anybody think Derek's a Skrull?
Yes. Sure.
Yes.
I say no.
No.
Because I don't have any idea, and I'm going to be different.
All right. Good choice. Okay, I'll keep the list.
Excellent.
Under lock and key.
Yeah, lock and key. I have it.
All right, so let's move on. We are well into summer, and I know this because when I walk outside, I'm immediately soaking wet from.
You do live in Texas, though.
Yes,
from the heat and humidity.
Very, very hot.
Been like over hundreds.
Very hot. Yeah.
Yes, very hot. So that's how I know it's summer, because it's more hot than normal. So the summer movie season has began.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I thought what we could do to finish this episode is check in. Long ago, we made a movie 2023 movie bingo card.
Yes.
So I thought we could check in on our cards and see how we're doing. Some of us are probably doing better than others because they don't have kids, so they can watch movies.
Oh, who's that? Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Catron, he doesn't have.
Yeah.
I don't. What?
He's got a robot. Listen.
Yes.
It's actually Charlie's birthday today. Happy birthday, Charlie, or Charles.
Birthday, Charlie.
You're now 12. Charles.
Mr. Charles, happy birthday.
Check out his YouTube channel. Captain Charles plays. And he plays games.
Video games.
He plays the bassoon.
Tinker Toys.
Okay, so yes, happy birthday to him. Okay, so how's everybody's bingo? If you would like a bingo chart, drop us a line. Let us know.
A new one?
Can I get a new one? You can let us know on
Can I
Facebook
get one that moves
or
stuff around?
YouTube, wherever. All right. Chris is probably beating us right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's only like 2 off from a couple of them.
I'm in the lead. Yeah, there's a few angles that I just need to see a couple movies, but the problem is the movies that are blocking me. I'm like, ugh.
I'm looking at mine right now to see. Oh wait. Oh. Actually, I'm one away from winning.
Oh, look
Really?
out! Wow.
How did that happen?
Because you got a good lineup.
I guess so. Who made these? Oh, that was me. No,
That
I
was
just
you,
cheater.
did it. I just did it random.
Yeah, you looked at that one like that one will be mine.
No, I randomized it because I've watched Super Mario Brothers. I watched Renfield the other day.
There you go.
I watched Ant-Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have in that line, I have choose your movie. So I can put in I could put in Nicolas Cage's other movie where he plays himself that I never remember the name of it because nobody remembers the name of it. The importance of
massive talent, something.
Yeah. Can I put that one down? Right? I can put that one down.
Well, I don't know. Did that come out this year?
I don't know when it came out.
I don't think it's a this year movie.
It says choose your movie.
Well, it says I Am Geek Movie Bingo 2023.
Yeah.
Now, how are we based on the 2023? Does that mean it has to be 2023 movies?
When did it come out? I don't even know when it came out.
2022.
Oh. What other movies have I seen?
I'm sure you've seen
Cocaine Bear.
Else.
I'm sure I've seen something else.
You saw Cocaine Bear.
I have not seen that.
Oh, you didn't see it.
I haven't got to watch it.
Guardians
I have that on my
Galaxy.
list.
Yeah.
I haven't got to see that one either.
That's coming out next month, so you'll
so the only movie besides choose your movie, which I can just pick one for that, is the Marvels.
Oh,
so if I see the Marvels, I win.
Wow,
that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm.
Is this still coming out July 28th? The Marvels?
I don't know.
I've not seen any. Well, yeah, we did see one trailer, I guess, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm a little stuck. I think because I've seen quite a few movies. Like I saw Spider-Verse, saw Renfield, I saw Dungeons and Dragons, saw Super Mario Brothers, saw The Flash, Shazam 2, Scream, Guardians 3, Ant-Man 3, Cocaine Bear. You would think.
Yeah,
I've seen probably over half of them on here. I'd get a bingo, but no.
Where are you stuck?
And I'll see Indiana Jones. Now, when I see Indiana Jones, I'll be one away, and that would be Mission Impossible. That would be the one.
Wow.
When's Mission Impossible come out?
July 14th.
So that means if you see Mission Impossible, then you win.
Yeah, if I see Mission Impossible before the Marvels comes out, I'll win.
So I have to stop you from seeing that movie. That's my Mission Impossible.
Somehow.
Oh, I could do it. I have my ways.
But the other ones, like this one, I'm 2 away. But I'd have to see The Little Mermaid and Wonka, which I don't want to see either one of those.
Really?
You don't want to see Wonka?
I don't know. I haven't seen a trailer for it, so I don't know.
Golly, this is Mr. Judgmental tonight.
That's like a wait to see at home movie to me.
Probably right.
Yeah, most of these movies are waits, and I can never go to the movie theater.
And another one is Blue Beetle and Craven. I want to see both, but again, probably wait for home.
Yeah, I'm not
to watch those.
I saw the Craven trailer, and I wasn't impressed.
So should we save this for next year? For the 2023 season. Most of the movies that I like, there's a row that I could see happening. Like this is Wonka, Ghostbusters, Choose Your Own, Blue Beetle, and Indiana Jones. If I did that, that's the most likely for me, maybe, but that means waiting till December to finish up. Like
it's the same with me because like there's like Ninja Turtles movie, I want to see that, Ghostbusters, Indiana Jones, but yeah, Ghostbusters December. If it doesn't get pushed. Because we haven't really seen a trailer for that yet.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't doubt with like the writer's strike and then like possible actor strike that could get pushed.
All right, there we go. Yeah. So I still want to see Barbie movie.
Yes.
Yeah, that's another one. If I see Barbie and the Marvels, that was another row I could complete.
There's a bunch on here that I could go watch right now if I wanted to spend money, like at home. Like I could watch Scream. I could watch
Dungeons and Dragons on video yet?
Digital? It's on Paramount Plus.
Okay, because I know digital. Super Mario just came out.
All these movies are on Paramount Plus, which I don't understand. All of a sudden, they're all on Paramount Plus. Nobody has Paramount Plus that I know of. Like not used to. Back in my day, everything was on Max.
I didn't have anything Plus.
Max and Peacock had a bunch of stuff. Now it seems like they have nothing, and everything's on Paramount.
Well, and Peacock is no longer free with Xfinity customers.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like as of the end of this month, it's gonna not be free. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I watch wrestling.
I know, right?
Why is that happening?
I don't have. They own it too. I don't know why they changed it, but you'll have to pay for it if you.
I'm not paying for it. Forget
that. I did a deal because, and I'll stop it once it runs out, like in a few months. It was just like $20 or something like that.
Yeah.
But
for Stars or for no,
that was for Peacock, but we did just do a deal for Stars for like 6 months because Outlander came out. Yeah, we gotta watch Outlander.
That's right. That's right.
So Peacock is thinking that if you have Xfinity, you're gonna pay for Peacock. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
That's not happening. That means because all the WWE stuff's on Peacock.
Maybe they'll do like a deal for Xfinity.
I'm not paying any users. I'm not giving them any more money. Anyways, sorry. All right, so that's bingo. So we could have a potential winner in July.
Soon as July.
Great.
Yeah. They're just like, get it over with.
Then you'll get your prize.
What was that again?
The prize. Oh, the winner has to plan out the rest of the episodes for 2023 for I'm Geek.
Oh, okay.
And the live show at Comic Palooza.
Yeah, they're in charge.
All right. We're going all anime. Just be watching some.
There is, this we'll end up with some news. There is there's a new anime thing, live action coming out on Netflix, right? One Piece.
One Piece.
Yep, One Piece. Don't know how it's gonna be.
I don't know anything about the anime. So.
Yeah. I mean, the characters look like the characters. Netflix has not had a good track record of making live action. Animes. So.
Another Netflix news: Wednesday has surpassed Stranger Things to become the most watched thing on Netflix.
There you go.
And Sarakana is joining.
That's
Stranger Things next season. Sarakana.
There you go.
Well, there we go. So we talked a little Secret Invasion. We checked in our bingo. And I think that's it for today, right?
I think so.
Yeah. All right. Well, next week we'll be on Living with the Landspeeder, and then the next week we'll be back here for Chris to go, I told you so, about Secret Invasion.
Yeah, twice, maybe. We'll have 2 episodes in by then.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
2 episodes of Secret
I thought, not
Invasion.
Well, there'll be 3. Well, by then, 3 episodes will have been out.
Yes, right.
Actually, Chris, he probably, the weeks that we do Living with the Landspeeder, he secretly records I Am Geek and puts it up without us knowing.
Oh,
it's him and Ray.
Yeah, there's a lot of episodes you're just not looking, you're not seeing.
That's what Ray was texting about earlier. He was like, "Hey, so we recording tonight?" And Chris was like, "No, it's next week."
The others are on now.
Anyways, thanks for listening to us ramble about Secret Invasion and our bingo, and we'll be back next time with something fun, something new, and of course, something geeky. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.